Sup YouTube, my name is Oxox and welcome back to another video. And look at this, look at me. I am Hinamori from Bleach. I am obsessed with this. I got this cosplay for Comic-Con and I didn't get to have a full experience with this character at Comic-Con for reasons I will get into later. So I wanted to continue being her for this video because I adore Hinamori for mainly the reason that she's probably the only being on Earth who can understand my obsession with Aizen Taicho, but Aizen-sama, but yeah, I adore Hinamori. I wanted to cosplay her since I started watching Bleach, and now I can, and I'm just very, very happy with this. So as you can tell from the title of this video and things that I've already said, I went to ComicConAfrica last month, and I did all 4 days. Did I just block my mic? I'm sorry. Yeah, I did all 4 days. It's my 3rd year going to con and the first time I did all 4 days, so it was a super fun and exciting experience and I want to tell you guys all about it because I just need to get this excitement out of my system so that I can continue talking about other things in life, like my obsession with Aizen. So there's one thing that I want to mention before getting into the actual con experience, and that was the place that I stayed at. I was staying with one of my friends and I just need to mention this place before I get into the actual con experience because they deserve to be spoken about. But if you want to skip past that, this is the timestamp to jump to. Now I am probably gonna butcher the name of this place, but here it is. And this is the review, okay? This is a 4-star place. Like, it said that it was clean and in a nice location. No, those were all lies. The only beings having a 4-star experience in this place were the roaches that were infesting our apartment. We were told that we were going to have cooking utensils. When we got in there, all we had was 2 mugs, 2 teaspoons, sauces, and I'm pretty sure I still have the picture, 2 plates and 2 wine glasses. That is all we had. We had to special request things to cook with, and the things we got. The wooden spoon was burned. The chopping board was so splintered we wouldn't dare touch it. The grater was disgusting. The knife was blunt and oily. The utensils were awful. One of the pots was so small, and the bigger pot had no handle on the lid. We could not use these things. The microwave. When I got there, Nosy had arrived first. The microwave had no plate in it. Asked about it, no, the last people broke it. I asked about getting a new microwave. The first day that I got there at around 5-6 p.m. They said no, they can only get a new one in the morning at around 10. We only got it at like 12 the next day. And that was not the only thing we asked for that night. I also needed another pillow because the pillow they had there was way too soft and squishy, and I was driving, I needed my neck to be in good condition. So I asked for another pillow. The pillow that they brought for us was wet. Also, I already mentioned the roaches. The first one that we found was in the shower. Luckily, no one was taking a shower when we found it. We just went to investigate the area, and there it was, just crawling along on the shower. Thank goodness I brought bug spray and disinfectant, because yuck. Also, one of the days before we left, we decided we were gonna fumigate the entire room. And when we got back, these things were crawling out from a crack in the wall in the kitchen area. I don't know how this place got a 4-star rating or when they had a 4-star rating, but they don't have it anymore. Okay, now that that is out of the way, let us get into the good part, the actual con experience, because oh my gosh, it was so awesome. We are going to start from the night before I left because I was busy packing all of my bags. Yes, I packed my bags the night before I left. I'm a bit of a procrastinator, but anyways, as I'm packing my bags, someone in my group chat, I think it was Bree, shared the post from Comic-Con's Instagram story saying that Winter Phoenix was gonna be there. So we were all freaking out because they're awesome. Have you seen them? Up until this point, the only person coming there who we knew and were excited about was Harvey, because we met him last year and he gives the best hugs ever, okay? He is so friendly and awesome and huggable, and he's just great. I should really be careful about calling people huggable, because when I started watching Bleach, that's the word I used to describe Aizen, and Hinamori hugging Aizen doesn't go very well. Anyways, night before, new boost of excitement because freaking winter was gonna be there, and I'm not talking about the ridiculous, untimely cold we were having. Like, seriously, what is up with the weather? Anyways, we were lucky enough to have good warm weather for all 4 days of con, and day 1 I went as Reki from Skate and Nosy went as Mina from My Hero Academia, and I was waiting all day for someone to mistake me for Kirishima. And surprisingly, it only happened once towards the end of the day, because most people knew who Reki was. One person even asked me where Longa was. That was so freaking cool. So day 1 was where we planned to spend most of our money, because it's day 1, we have first access to all the things on sale. That was our mentality. We had a plan, we had a list, and we spent more money than we planned to before getting the first thing on the list. So the first thing that I got from con, I actually ended up getting for free, which was super, super awesome, and extra awesome because it is a Gojo pin. I am obsessed with Gojo. I love Gojo. Gojo is my husband, okay? Sorry, Aizen, but Gojo. Gojo. My goal for going to con was to get at least one thing with this man on it, and the fact that I got him as the first thing and for free, like, that just made my day. Now, of course, I wasn't just satisfied with that. I needed to buy something of Gojo that was a little bigger. And if you watched the bit of this video where I spoke about the apartment, you know that I was in need of a pillow. Now, I was joking about the fact that I was gonna go to con and get one thing, being a Gojo body pillow. I didn't get a body pillow, but out of necessity, I did get a Gojo pillow. And he's awesome, and he's soft, and he's squishy, and he's very good neck support. So, yeah. He's awesome. Next thing I got was this adorable little shiny Umbreon sticker. I am obsessed with shiny Umbreon, so as soon as I saw it, I was like, must have. The next 2 things that I got were keychains, because I am obsessed with keychains, in case you couldn't figure that one out. So the first one that I got was from this little alternative place. It's a little skeletal doggo that looks very, very cute. Is that focusing? Okay, I think that's focused. I should be able to see this. I have my contacts in. My eyes are not eyeing today. And then I saw a place that had a little fish tank, and it was actually them raising money to feed kittens. So being the softie that I am, I paid for myself and Nosy to do this little fishing game where you pick a little thingy with a fishing rod and you get a prize depending on it. So I played it, and then I got a free entry into their raffle for this giant kitty cat hamper. And Nosy Child went and fished up 3 try again things, and then also got a free raffle entry. But that was very awesome. And after that, we could each get a little thingy. So I got a little black paw print keychain. Oops, there we go. And the final things that I got from day 1 were from Winter. We were freaking out meeting Winter, and by the time we got there, they had already been selling out of a lot of their prints, because they greatly underestimated how many people were fans of them on this side of the rock. So I managed to snag this print of the twins from Oren, which was actually the last one that they had, so very happy to get that. And then they also had these little cards, which on one side has one of their cosplays. I picked up the Denki, and on the back of it has a little chibi version of it with their signature. Also, before I leave the topic of Winter, we actually saw them after they had come off of main stage, and we very cautiously approached to see if they had time to talk, which they did. It was so nice just talking to them. They're so sweet, and yes, I'm a fan, okay? I think I held it together pretty well, but we were talking and then we felt bad because, you know, they probably had to go somewhere and do things. So we tried to let them go. And then one of the guys from the KFC thing came up with the camera. He's like, hey, can you guys just stand there and talk some more? So we ended up talking more for them to have the cameras on us. I never actually saw a clip anywhere on the internet, but yeah, day one we had an official camera on us with Winter Phoenix. That was awesome. So day one of con was just really nice and chill. There weren't too many people there, so we could really go around and look at things and not feel too rushed to do anything, which was really, really nice. And then day two happened, and honestly, at one point I got very overwhelmed and had to drag Nosy outside because I needed to breathe. Because even though it was less busy than the 2 years I'd been there before, because it was just so much busier than the Thursday, it was a bit much for little person with social anxiety. Despite that, day two was my absolute favorite day of con because I had my entire squad with me. I've never been part of a group cosplay before. I'm the person who's always on my phone scrolling through Instagram and stuff, seeing all of these people at cons doing matching cosplays and being like, squad goals, I wish. And finally that was me. I was a part of something and it was so awesome and fun and just all of the excitement. By the way, in case you haven't noticed, when I run out of words, I overuse my hands. I'm very well aware of it. You don't need to point it out in the comments. Someone's gonna point it out in the comments. Josh, it's gonna be you, isn't it? But yeah, I just had an absolute blast having my friends with me and matching cosplays. It was super, super, super fun. Also, we had so many of the official cameras on us that day. There was a bit of a scheduling issue, so when Harvey was supposed to go on stage, he was a bit late. Now, the four of us were sitting front row because we adore Harvey, okay? Again, great hugs. We were excited. Did I already mention that, or did I cut out the part where I mentioned that? I think I left it in. I've had to redo a couple of these parts because I babble a little too much. But anyways, we were front row waiting for Harvey. And DJ Elliot was stalling for time playing a whole bunch of songs. So when they started playing We Don't Talk About Bruno, I'll just show the clip. Do you understand? 7 foot waves, your ass around his back. Come in. We don't talk about Bruno. You saw how the three of us all looked in one direction and then just started laughing? One of the photographers just showed up in front of us as I was recording this, took our picture, and walked off, so we lost it. For the record, our Bakugo was also there, but I have little arms, so I couldn't turn all the way, but Bakugo was there. Also, this was the first day that Nosy and I did the cosplay competition, casual cosplay competition. And we were very nervous, but excited. We worked out our little routine, and unfortunately, no one recorded us from the audience, but if you go to the official page, I will have it linked down with the timestamp. You can see us on stage. We went as Jiro and Denki, and it was so fun and exciting, and people recognized us. One of the judges came to talk to us the next day because she recognized us from our walk that we did the day before. That was so awesome. So yeah, we did that, and then this was the day that we got to actually talk to Harvey for the first time because he didn't have a proper panel thing going on the first day. We just kind of saw him and went to say hi quickly, but we got pictures with him the second day. And this turned into an entire production because we had more My Hero cosplayers joining us, and it was literally just a whole photo shoot going on, which was awesome. Also, I had no idea what kind of pose to do with Harvey when he asked, and I was going to just say do like the little cringy heart thing, and then he says, do you want me to hold you? I was like, okay. Before I even fully processed what was happening, my feet were off the ground, okay? So I had to make the joke and overuse the joke. day 2 of Comic-Con, coffee swept me off my feet because literally that's what happened. Okay, my brain misunderstood. I thought like just a hug hold, but no, I was off the ground. That was awesome. But yeah, day 2, even though I was a little overwhelmed at first with so many people, it ended up being the best day ever. Also, I met one of the people who's in a lot of my TikTok lives. Hawks, I always greet them, and now I have a face, and they're adorable. And now for day 3, the busy day, Saturday, the day where everyone showed up. And the day where I was Hinamori. So this was the day that I really wanted to do the casual cosplay. Not because I thought I would win, but because I wanted people to see me as Hinamori, because I feel adorable like this. Also, my armband is falling down. Like, I just wanted to be seen. I wanted Bleach people to find me and talk to me because I don't have a lot of Bleach people on this side of the rock to talk about Bleach with. And also, new season of Bleach is out. I haven't seen the new episode at the time of me recording this. I'll probably watch it while I'm waiting for this video to render, but Bleach is back! Awesome! I actually got lucky and found Bleach people as soon as I went in because the first thing I did was go to sign up for the cosplay competition, and in line was a Grim Jow. Like, did I freak out? Yes. Did I hold it together? I hope so. Also, while I was walking around, I think we were going to leave our bags before we went to the cosplay competition. I was like tackled from behind and someone's just like, Momo! I turned around, Soifon! A Soifon found me and we had like canonish heights and it was awesome. I cannot explain my excitement levels when I found other Bleach cosplayers while I was Hinamori, and this wonderful Soifon told me that there were not one, but 2 Aizens walking around, and a Captain Komamura. Now, unfortunately, I did not find a single Aizen. Either that or they were avoiding me because, let's be real, Hinamori is Aizen's worst nightmare, okay? Say what you want. She scares him. I did, however, find the Komamura, who was just so freaking awesome. And unfortunately for my friends, I saw him and I was like, we have to go, picture. And I kind of went running after him, but not like chasing after, at a safe distance, just following, so I didn't lose him in the crowd. And I got a picture with him and it was awesome, very, very, very cool. And after that, it became a running gag in the group that I chase after people with big swords. Also, on this day, I actually bought 3 more things, and I'm very excited to put them on my wall. I haven't put them up yet because I still need to laminate them, but let me get them real quick. We're gonna start with the big one. I got a giant poster of Gengar. So, very appropriate for spooky season. I was very torn between this and Lucario, but back in Gen 1, ghost types were my favorite. We only had one ghost type evolutionary line, so obviously I had to get the Gengar. So something I actually went looking for on day 1 were wanted posters from One Piece. But I didn't want a whole pack of them because what am I gonna do with a wanted poster for Blackbeard or Doflamingo? I'm not gonna spend money on them, so I wanted individual ones. And when I found individual ones, they had literally dropped the prices to, quote, get rid of them. So I got 2. I got Whitebeard. I mentioned this before in, I think, the last video I posted. I adore Whitebeard. This is my father. I know everyone calls him Oyaji in the anime. I will call him Chi-Chi because I feel like I deserve daughter privilege. I am obsessed with this man, okay? When I get him all nice so that the sticky stuff at the back won't ruin him, he's going on the back of my bed, okay? He will watch over me for the rest of my life. And of course, the second one had to be my One Piece husband, Ace. Also, my wonderful friends decided to make fun of me with certain foods regarding Ace. And it really doesn't help that when I put him up on the wall, he is going next to Rengoku. If you know, you know. But yeah, the point is, I have the two most important One Piece men in my life. I hope that recorded my whole statement at the end there. I'm very happy with my wanted posters. I love them. I adore them. Also, apparently my camera is dying, so I need to wrap this up very, very quickly. Okay, day 4. I went as Al, and I had a Misa with me, okay? I adore the dynamic of Al and Misa, whether it's canon or fanon. I just adore these two together, and I had a Misa! And yes, I maybe freaked out a little too much. But it's fine, because this is one of my friends, so I'm allowed to freak out. Also, we did the cosplay competition together. And the highlight of my day was we did the thing where Al steals Misa's phone. So on the main stage, I got to touch Misa's butt. Also, I do not have the pictures for this yet, but that day backstage of the cosplay competition was the most fun ever. Everyone was in a good mood and joking around and just talking to everyone, and it was so much fun, and I really hope that I get the picture of the whole group I was with. I can't tell you much about the discussion because it's kind of a top secret thing at the moment, but there were plans being made for next year, and it was just so fun, and everyone is so nice, okay? Cosplayers are awesome. Because of the battery running out here, I can't mention this whole thing, but...
Hi, this is Editor Rox from the day after I recorded this video, so I decided I was going to just add this in here anyways because I realized I forgot to tell you guys about one of the best people that I met at con, or that we met at con, because I was with Nosy the whole time. On the first day, while we were roaming around, enjoying all that space for us to wiggle our arms around, I heard squeaking, and I looked up and I saw a furry. Now, Nosy and I had been talking about furries the night before, so knowing that we were on the same level of excitement about them, I started doing the whole excited tapping thing. I was like, there's a furry, there's a furry, there's a furry. So, like children, we went running over to the furry to say hi and get hugs. And they are, I think it's called a Dutch angel dragon. If I'm wrong, I'm so sorry. But anyways, they only communicate with squeaks. And it was the cutest thing ever. Their name is Pavy. They are just the sweetest, most amazing person ever. And it became our mission to find this child every single day. They were only there for the 3 days, but we found them every day and got hugs and heard the squeaks, and oh, they're just so precious. Also, the day that I was Hinamori, we actually met more furries and did a whole little photo shoot with them. They're amazing. Also, another thing that I didn't mention because the camera was dying was we actually had to evacuate con on day 3 because the sports people next door started rioting, so we had to get ourselves out of there very, very quickly before things got violent. Like, there were police and other security people all around. It was a bit scary. And that is actually why I didn't get to have as much fun as Hinamori as I would have liked to, because at the end of the day we just had to get out of there and then call the parents to let them know that we're okay. But anyways, getting back to the thing that I wanted to mention here. You may have noticed if you've been following my pages for a while that I have not been posting a lot of content recently, and that is because I kind of lost my motivation for cosplaying for reasons that we don't really need to get into. Hanging out with these people reawakened my love for cosplay and just having fun as characters. It's not that I was taking it too seriously or anything, it's just, I don't know, something happened in my brain and I lost my motivation, and being around other cosplayers, just having fun with their characters, it brought that back.
But yeah, we had so much fun backstage, and before the cosplay competition, I had to run to give my death note to one of my friends who was sitting there. They were sitting next to a Chuya and Dazai, and these two screamed at seeing me because apparently I looked very good as Al, obviously. But they wanted pictures after. So after the cosplay competition, I met up with them, and they were also with a Rampo. Now, the two of us looked at each other, super smart detectives, and we just did this at each other. It was so awesome. I hope I get the picture so I can put it into this video and post it on Instagram, but that was so fun, okay? That cosplayers are awesome. So yeah, day 4, super awesome. I was Al, I got to touch Misa's butt. Also, one of our friends won, I think it was 3rd place for armor for the big cosplay competition. I forget the word for it, where you had to make the things yourself. One of my friends won, and we finally caught up to them as we were all leaving, and they gave us some stickers, and they all cute little dinosaurs. It was adorable. Very, very cute. Speaking of cute things, the friend I was staying with, Nosy, has been making plushies. And I got a little dolphin that they made. How cute is this? This is Echo, and they very sweet and precious and important, and they will never ever go into storage. They will always stay near my bed. Okay, let me wrap this up. 4 days of con, super, super awesome, super, super fun, just the best thing ever, especially the fact that I had other friends with me. The best time of this year. Best time of my life, okay? I love the whole experience. I was ridiculously exhausted. The day after con, we stayed in bed until 11:30, okay? We were tired, we were done. Will we do it again next year? Abso-freaking-lutely. So yeah, that was my Comic-Con 2004 experience, and I know I had to rush it through the end because of the camera. I need to get a new battery for this camera. But anyways, that is it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to like this video, leave me a comment. If I saw you at con or you saw me, let me know down in the comments. If you posted pictures with me online, leave me your handles or tag me so I can find it and like the pictures. And I think that's all I have to say. I'm panicking because of the camera dying. Anyways, if you're new and want to see the next video as soon as it comes out, be sure to hit subscribe and book the bell. I will be getting into making more videos. I'm gonna go before the camera dies, and I still need to make a thumbnail. Oops. Anyways, until the next video, you just keep rocking.